Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Megan, Megs, or Spooky, whichever you like to call me, and this is part 5 of my Rodney Alcala series. In part 5, we will discuss what happened with Rodney Alcala after his release. Let's get into it. At this time, it's 1978, and Rodney has evaded murder charges for the death of Ellen Hovers. That seems to just make him emboldened to commit more murders. What is a budding serial killer to do? He couldn't be charged for Hovers' murder until they found her remains. They found them because it was near where one of the survivors told the police where she was supposed to do a photo shoot with Berger, aka Rodney Alcala. Well, our charming serial killer has got to keep moving, so back to Cali he goes. He is flying under the radar at this time. This is the time that the Hillside Stranglers were killing women close to the same method Alcala uses. The Hillside Stranglers were active from October 16, 1977 to February 16, 1978. Interestingly enough, Alcala was questioned by LAPD in the Hillside Stranglers because he was a convicted sex offender and he was cleared. Might I add a trigger warning to this part as we move along in this video? If details of crimes affect you and trigger you in any way, you can skip this portion of the video. At this time, he was luring possible victims under the guise of being a professional photographer. One model said he had pictures of both naked boys and girls. They were described as being sexually explicit in nature. In 1978, Alcala appeared on a popular TV show. The show was called The Dating Game. Jim Lang, the host, introduced him as a professional photographer who got his start when his father found him in the dark room at 13 years old, fully developed. He also spoke of his love of skydiving and riding motorcycles. One contestant that appeared with him said he was very strange and a little obnoxiously rude. All of that aside, he won the date with Cheryl Bradshaw. Cheryl dodged a bullet for sure. Her gut feeling about Rodney Alcala was that he was creepy. She came to this conclusion from just talking to him backstage. Cheryl does not do interviews on her dating game experience to this day. Due to copyright laws, I cannot add this footage to the video, but you can watch it, and I will link it somewhere in the video. I will also link it in the description box below, so that way you can do your own research, as I always share links and everything like that, so that way you guys can tell me in the comment section what you have learned from any topic that I discuss on here. Feeling rejected and defeated, Rodney embarks on a path of murderous mayhem. Rodney killed Jill Barcombe on November 9th, 1977. She was from New York and had only lived in California a mere 3 weeks before meeting her demise at the hands of Rodney Alcala. Her body was found on a secluded dirt road near Mulholland Drive, a very prestigious area in Los Angeles where Hollywood elites live. She was posed with her knees to her chest and nude from the waist down. There were signs of SA. 3 bite marks were on her right breast. This, in fact, will become helpful when we get to covering the trials. There was evidence she expired due to strangulation. She was only 21 years old at the time of her death. She came to Los Angeles to become a star, not to be a victim of a deranged man. Her death was thought to be the result of the Hillside Stranglers. Once the Hillside Stranglers were arrested and didn't admit to killing her, they continued to search for her killer. Old Rodney is making even more brazen moves. He has managed to avoid arrest and now begins a killing spree that shocked the world. Georgia Winkst would cross paths with Alcala, and shortly after would become his next brutal murder and SA. She was a nurse, and she and a few other nurses went to let off some steam at a bar in Malibu, California. She was last seen driving a fellow nurse home from the bar. When she failed to show up for work, her co-workers began to worry. Her co-workers alerted the police and reported her missing. The 27-year-old Georgia was found in her apartment which appeared to be broken into. She was posed nude on her bathroom floor. She had been strangled with her own nylon stocking. Her head was bashed with a hammer. There were signs of SA, and her genitals were mutilated. Rodney is beginning to pick up some extremely evil actions as he continues his killing spree. What will Rodney do next? How does he get apprehended? Stay tuned for part 6. We will be covering his next 2 victims. Warning, one involves a minor. So if that will affect your mental health, please skip episode 6. Thank you for taking the time out to watch and listen to this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And until next time, this is Spooky History with Megs saying that she is out. Bye guys.